Hi folks, welcome to Sabres to the Future. This is the segment on the channel that discusses all our future assets, prospects, and future hopes of this franchise. So we're going to take a look today at Olivier Nadeau. We're going to break down some of his numbers, talk a bit about him. The young man, as we know, is injured. He's out for about 4 to 6 months. Sorry guys, I did it again. Yes, I did it again with my glasses. As we know, he's out right now, 4 to 6 months with an injury. But he is part of our future, I believe, and I believe a future Buffalo Sabre. I believe he's going to be a Sabre one day, so this is why I want to talk about him. So let's look at the first clip. And there you see him. He is currently 19 years old. He'll be turning 20 in the new year. And you see 6'2", 204 pounds. At least that's what they have him listed on DB. And if you look at his Shawinigan numbers, you can see that we drafted him before he hit that 35-goal season. And speaking of drafting before, Black LJS had pointed something out on my other video of my Sabres to the Future. Don't ask me how that went over my head, LJS. I got no idea. But he pointed out, he said, Wayne, no, like Florida drafted, they drafted Devin Levi, you know, in the 7th round before the Team Canada tournament. And I honestly never noticed that. I just never noticed, ever, till you pointed it out. So appreciate it. And I'm calling myself out. I was wrong. But it's true. What's true is true. And I looked, I said, what? And then I checked, I said, oh my God. I don't know, COVID, I guess I just didn't know somehow. So that's smart. That was a smart pick. Seventh round. He hadn't done that yet, right? So very smart pick by Florida. Very smart. Okay, so let's continue on Olivier Nadeau. And you'll see there, they got him listed as 198 pounds. So you figure it out. Let's just say he's 200. Born January 15, 2003, 19 years old, 6'2". And you can see he's under contract to the year 2024-25 season. We have him on his entry level. 4th round pick, number 97 overall. So, let's see what the scouting report says. Here we go. He uses his size, protects the puck, and finds teammates quickly under pressure. He can grab the puck from the yellow of the board, protect it by driving his knee and bottom hand into opponents, and slip passes to shooters in open ice. His offensive planning is among the best in the draft. He anticipates the routes of teammates and defenders and identifies productive plays ahead of time. So, I think we got a good one here, guys. You know, we need as many, and this guy is also a power forward. He does play physical. If you go look at some of his clips, he's not scared to use his body. Let's look at his numbers. All right, specifically Shawinigan. Let's look up at Shawinigan, and you can see in his rookie year in Shawinigan, he had in 58 games, 15 goals, 8 assists for 23 points, and he was a -12. Not too much happening yet. Then in the next year, he has 34 games, 13 goals, 32 assists for 45 points, and that was enough for the Sabres to pick him up. And then in 21-22, his first year after being drafted, in 65 games, 35 goals, 43 assists for 78 points, just a very, very solid season, as you can see. And if you look on the side in the playoffs, he didn't score as many goals, but he was getting a point per game average, 16 points in 16 games over there. Now let's look a little below at the tournament. In the tournaments, you'll see he shows up. You know, 2 games, a goal, 2 assists. 3 games, 4 goals and an assist. 6 games, 5 goals, 5 assists. And another game, in 5 games, no goals, 8 assists. And then if you look at last year, he had 4 games, 4 goals, 2 assists. You know, he shows a lot of promise. You know, it was pretty low risk when we took him. You know, we took him in the 2021 draft, number 97, as you've seen before. I think it's a low risk pick, and it could turn out to be a gem. And it looks like it's going to be. This guy right now is showing all the signs of somebody that was picked low and is going to make the NHL. He shows all the signs. So if he can continue going that route, going that hard and playing that game, that of course he can get injured, as we know. He can get injured, he can get hurt, but I want to see the Sabres continue to draft guys like this with our lower picks. When we have lower picks, I'm a big believer, guys, go for the bigger guys, go for the guys that are hungry, go for the guys that maybe just don't have as much flash yet, but maybe you think ahead of time they can show some flash. This guy's got obviously a scoring touch now, which he didn't have a few years ago. Now he has one. And it's too bad he's hurt, because I think this guy this year was primed to have a 50-goal season in the juniors. I really do. So it's sad that, that he got hurt. So we'll see when he comes back. Hopefully this guy gets healthy soon, and we see a little bit of him this year, gets some sort of sample size of what could have been in a full season this year, because I'm guessing he's not going to be around, guys, till probably January, February. So I wanted to touch on him. I wanted to talk about him, let it know it's not forgotten, not by this fan, that this guy's in our system. I love the big power forwards, guys. I just do. And you know that. And I definitely want to see this kid be at Sabres camp next year, really pushing to maybe earn a spot at least in Rochester, is what I'm thinking. All right, that's it for this one, guys. I got a few coming your way. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.